Shirley, I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to meet you today. Thank you for having me to visit you in your home. I would like to ask you in your own words, help me understand and visualize ICC when you were a student at age 44 in the year 1967.
It was long enough ago that the actual details, I'm not that great. I just remember that I went real early so I would be able to find my way across the boardwalks, and they were trying to put new sod down around, and you kind of bounced around from one little almost primitive buildings. I think they were wood. I think we called them Quonset huts, but it was kind of nervous. Yeah, I was really nervous, but it was exciting. And all I can say is at the time I didn't know if I could stick with it or not, but it worked out.
Shirley, will you describe a favorite class and or professor during your time at ICC?
Well, what comes to mind first of all is both my first algebra class and then the next semester my geometry class, because they were both remedial and they were 5 every day. I had to go to them every day, and the teachers were a lot younger than I was, and how hard they worked to get across the subjects, which for not only me but some of the others, because it was remedial, to get across the subjects, and how hard, they're rolling up their sleeves and going to the board and doing it over again, and that was great. Another one was my Shakespeare teacher, which was in the summer, I think, and I can't remember her name, but she was so good. We got so interested in Shakespeare, something that I'd never gotten through if I hadn't gone to class, that we all began to talk like Shakespeare. And there was another teacher that really I got to like, but he actually scolded me one time because I picked up a microscope and carried it in one arm instead of the way we were. And I thought, I could have cooked supper with a baby in my arms. I could surely carry it. I didn't say it, but that's what I thought for a minute. But he was really a good guy.
Shirley, what advice would you give a current student at Illinois Central College?
The first thing that comes to me is something that a teacher I had taught education, and I remember him saying, and it maybe could apply to students as well, as a teacher, because that's what we were preparing for. You may teach arithmetic, English, and so forth, or you may not. The one thing you will teach as a teacher is an attitude. And I think, I never forgot that, and I think that's true of the students. And be patient with the older people that come to school, because they come with a different attitude. They are so excited to do well at that point, when maybe they were 18, they was just something had to be gotten through. And it became irritating. So my daughter, who was in college at the time, said when the older students always had their hand up, wanting to answer, they're ready.
Well, that's fantastic advice. We thank you for your time today, and we wish you a happy 90th birthday, which you'll be celebrating very soon.
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to having you back on campus.